Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are to learn box method to simplify this quadratic expression. Let's first identify our a. So a is the coefficient attached to x squared. So you have an invisible one. And let's identify b. b is the coefficient attached to the linear term x. So include the sign, you have 5. Moving on, we are to look at C. C is the constant, so 6. We are now to create a box. So if you're referring to the first line, you have two numbers being multiplied together, and that should give you A times C. So 1 times 6, and this expression should give you 6. And the two numbers added together will give you B. So B is 5. And now you are required to think of a combination that their product should give you 6 and their sum that gives you 5. And the clue is if you are looking at the product number, that is a positive value. So given the two numbers should be of the same sign, so they're either both positive or both negative. And if you are to refer to your sum that equals to 5, so that tells us that the two numbers is of both positive. So I believe your combination is 3 and 2. 3 times 2 gives you 6, and 3 plus 2 gives you 5. So that works. So we have got the two numbers here, and the next step is for us to break the linear term apart. So you have plus 5. We are to break the plus 5 apart. So you have 3. So break 3 and 2. And you may attach the x. Let's copy everything else back. So x squared, put a plus in between the 3x, and put a plus in between the 2x and plus 6. And now you have successfully made 4 terms. So we are to apply grouping method. We are to group each pair and factorize the highest common factor in each pair. I believe the first pair you have x in common, and you have x plus 3 remains, the plus sign. And the second pair you have 2 in common, and x plus 3. The next step, we can use distributive property and factorize the x plus 3. And in another parenthesis, you can put x and 2 and the plus sign. Moving on, we are to look at this example and identify your A, B, and C. Remember, you are to include the sign to A, B, and C. You are required to create a box that the product of the two numbers should give you A times C. In this case, 1 times minus 15. And I believe this should give you minus 15. And the sum of the two numbers should give you B, so minus 2. You are required to think of the unique combination that satisfies this condition. And let's look at the clue. The product of the two numbers is a negative number, so the two numbers are of the different sign. And if you are to look at the sum, is a minus 2, is a minus number, so that tells you that the magnitude of the negative number is greater. So think of a combination that satisfies. So I believe you should have minus 5 and 3. The product gives you minus 15. And when you sum them up, that should give you minus 2. Next step, we are to break the linear term apart. into the two numbers we just found, -5 and 3, and attach ax to each number. Let's copy everything else back. So x squared, we don't need to put the plus sign, the minus sign is here, and plus -15. We are to apply grouping method to group them into pairs and factorize the highest common factor in each pair. Let's look at the first pair we have. So I believe x can be factored, leaving you x -5. Bring the plus sign down and look at the second pair you have. I believe you can factorize a 3, and what remains is x -5. Let's use the distributive property where both the term have the same factor, x -5. You are to factor that out. And then in another parenthesis, you are to put x, 3, and the plus sign. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.